Home with Joel and Fletch. Webby, good afternoon to you.
Afternoon, boys. How are you?
We're going good. I'm going better than Brian right now, but
Does that affect you, Webby? If you have coffee, you may need to go and do a number 2.
100% it does, mate. Yep. No, especially if I've had one too many in the morning. It's no good.
I don't know what it is.
It's a real mover. It's a market mover.
It doesn't move you?
Yeah, it does, of course.
It does?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a great mover. Speaking about moving, someone's moving into another career or lifestyle, or Shaun Johnson. And we really appreciate you coming on today too. What a career he's had.
Yeah, unbelievable. Yeah, I think the crazy thing about Shaun is so many people in New Zealand, or young kids, wanted to be like him. Wanted to sidestep like him, pass like him. So I think he just had a big impact on the whole rugby league world, not just New Zealand. But yeah, he's left a big legacy, that's for sure.
Hey, Webby, is it the Achilles that's given him trouble? Is it the same one that he had operated on?
No, I don't think it is. It's tendonitis, so it's not like it's about to rupture or anything like that. I think it's just more wear and tear. But there's other little things, mate, too, that are giving him grief. But yeah, that would be the main thing that he just hasn't quite been able to get over this year.
Yeah.
And it's kind of slowed him down. He kind of had it the whole pre-season a little bit and into the season. But I think there's still been lots of good footy played from him, but just not where he'd like to be.
Hey, Webby, Brian and I, we are Australia's honesty brokers, aren't we, Brian? We tell the truth.
Honest.
And I think our man, Andrew Webster, is the equivalent right now in New Zealand. He's an honesty broker. I want to ask you this. Have you been to NRL.com and have you done the ladder predictor? And the reason I say that, because I just had a feeling that when Shaun Johnson dragged that draw out of Manly, you are playing Manly in a few weeks. I've always had the number in my head of 31 or 32 if you're on the even numbers, but there's 2 teams on the odd numbers, Manly and the Warriors. I'm not totally convinced that the Warriors are officially done and dusted. Do you have other thoughts? Admittedly, it is that time of the year where you need to put another jersey on and cheer for other teams to beat other teams, but I don't yet believe the Warriors are done for 2024. Thoughts, New Zealand's honesty broker?
No, 100% with you. Always thought 31 would get it done for us, 31 points. So 4 wins from now, and obviously we've got the bye the last round of the season. I haven't done the predictor, but I've certainly done my own maths and looked at it. And obviously, you're right. We've got to, if teams just keep winning around that 8, then we're not going to make it. But I think they've all got to play each other, mate. So that's the thing. There's going to be a winner and a loser. And if we win our 4, I think it's going to put a lot of pressure on someone going into that last round, and we'll be sitting there pretty with a bye. But right now we certainly haven't made it easy for ourselves, but I don't think we're done at all.
The gift that you have, this is the big gift that Coach Webster has, Brian. So the last round is a bye. It's a Marcus bye. But the next 4 games, you've got the Dolphins.
Tick.
Who are in front of you, who are currently vacating position you want. So
whereabouts? So
the it's in Suncorp.
Yep.
Right? It is a virtual 4-point swing game. Yep. So, yes, please, we want to take that on. Then this is the big one because 4 and against is a moot point for both the Warriors and Manly because of their draw that happened over.
Great word.
Yes. So then they play Manly at Brookie. That's a 4-point swing again for a team above them. Then you've got the Bulldogs at home. Shaun Johnson's last home game for the regular season. That'll be pumping another sellout at Go Media Stadium. And then, in my opinion, the ball could possibly be in their court. They take on the Sharks, 7:35 on a Saturday evening. It's viable they could win the lot. And then you sit back. You've got the Esky in front of you, the Emile Esky, Brian, and you have a few beers and you watch round 27 and go, dreams are free, Brian. Thoughts? Andrew, what do you think about that?
Mate, you're spot on, but you're spot on. I don't know how many will be in the Esky, but if we lose, if the things don't go our way, I dare say the Esky will look a little bit different. But if we happens to go our way, I think I'll be thinking about what we've got to do now with the finals. So, but yeah, I think honestly, I think we could put that much pressure on everyone else if we win our next 4. But we've got to start this week, not get ahead of ourselves.
Hey,
We play teams that are in contention, so it's going to make it interesting.
Webby, Lukey Metcalf, he had that horrific break. Is he close to coming back at all this year?
Mate, he played 40 minutes as a reserve grade on the weekend and killed it.
There you go.
Played really
Oh, wow.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah.
All right. Is he a chance of playing this week? Is he?
No.
No. Okay.
No, I wouldn't do it to him. We've got Tamati Martin, who's a real good option too in the halves. So we're kind of so obviously going with Shaun and Chanel in the halves, and then Lukey. I'm just going to give him another 80 minutes this week, and if he has another good game, he'll bring himself into contention. But he's been off for so long, I just wouldn't do it to him off the back of 40 minutes of football.
How'd he go with the 40, Webby?
He killed it, mate.
Oh.
Yeah, he killed it. He took him on. He didn't waste a minute, that's for sure. So he went really well. He was a big part of. I think they were like winning 20-0 at half time. So he had a big impact in that.
Webby, last week against the Eels, I mean, it was very disappointing. You'd be the first to admit it. Did you see any signs during the week? Because it seemed like you started really slow in the game.
I didn't see any signs because I'm a bit different, Fletch, the honesty system. I'm going to disagree. I thought the first 8 minutes we were in field position were really good. And then the first thing that went against us was a big momentum swing, and we just didn't hold our gloves up. That was probably the disappointing bit. I felt like we wanted to go after the win and get it. But at the moment, something went against us. I didn't see a hell of a lot of resistance, mate. So that's the thing I've spoken about all week, and that's probably what we're most disappointed with.
We lost you?
Things might have been a bit different, but if it doesn't, you've got to find a way to be more resilient than we were.
So if they win this week against the Dolphins, Brian, this is why it's paramount that Lukey Metcalf has to be straight back into the team. You know, I'm big on the anticipator, right?
Yeah.
So you know
Terry Lamb.
Terry Lamb. So the people who, when you see a break, so if you had the Eagle cam and you see a break, and then who's the first person to move to see it's going to happen? You know the 4 best, Brian, the 4 best anticipators in the competition are?
I'm going to say Pappy.
Pappy, yes.
I'm going to say Ezra.
Ezra Mam, yes.
I'm going to say your man Metcalf.
Yes, and Tyrell Sloan.
What about the Hammer?
5. They're the 5 best in the competition. So if you had Eagle Cam and there was a half a break, they are the first to leave, right? They are the first to leave. And this man, Metcalf, if he comes back this week, might just play a major part for you, Webby.
Mate, he is a great support player, yeah. And if he's that quick, he floats. We've had that many forward passes on line breaks because he's too quick and he runs past the bloke who makes a line break. He's that good at it, you're right. But yeah, Gutherson showed us how to do that on the weekend too. Every time the ball went to the edge and made a line break, he was flying up the middle. Like the old Terry Lamb, like you said.
Yep,
that's right.
Keep trucking up the middle.
What exactly what Webby's talking about, they shifted to the right-hand side. Dylan Brown catches the ball. And before anything happens, Clint Gutherson starts marching up the middle of the field, Brian.
Yeah.
And as soon as Brown goes through, Tatiana, Western Webb, Gutherson under the post.
Anticipated. Now, I want to ask you, I want to take a different tact here. I want to speak, Webby, about Jett Cleary. Tell us a little bit about Jett. Obviously, brother of Nathan. Is he a similar sort of player? How long do you think he will take to become an NRL player?
He's different. He's definitely his own man. The similarities, and it's obviously a family thing. He's a very good tackler. You know, and that's a strong trait to have as a halfback. I mean, not every kid has that coming through as a 7. He's a really good organiser, good talker. He loves to run the footy and take them on. And how long it's going to take him, mate, we're pretty patient actually. So we haven't put a time on it. The thing for him is he's had a heap of like little injuries each year, or sometimes some big ones. So he hasn't strung a heap of footy together. But what he has done has been really promising and exciting. But we're not going to rush him, but we're certainly confident that if he stays on the field, he's going to be a good footy player.
Chatting with Andrew Webster, the coach of the Warriors. Now, we've been waxing lyrically all day about Shaun Johnson, but I want to give some credit to another bloke who, you know, not a huge guy, but just rips in, and I think the fans love him. I believe it's his last year at the Warriors, Jett Tevaga. Is that right, Webby?
Yeah, mate. Yep. Yeah, he's a ripper, Jazz. He's absolutely loves the Warriors. He's a huge competitor. Competes that hard. Unfortunately, Jazz is moving on, but I think there's a few. Like we spoke about the other day. Like this group's not going to be together again. We've got Shaun leaving. We've got Adam leaving. Jett Tevaga. So there's a fair bit to play for.
You know what they need to do, the boys, Webby, I reckon? Go back to 2017. Look at those Cowboys where Jonathan Thurston's ruled out. They can't make the finals. They've got the Esky there in front of them, Brian. Dragons are taking the Bulldogs. They're playing this week. But they played in the last round. Everyone thought, oh, yeah, the Dragons will win this game. Bulldogs win the game. Guess what, boys? Put the beers down. We're off to the finals. They end up in a grand final. Dreams are free, mate. I'm telling you, that is sport. We've seen that in Paris. Anything can happen.
You got me up and about.
Yeah.
Speaking about Paris, Webby, have you been watching any of the Olympics?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
What's been your favourite viewing event? Mine's been the pole vault. I don't know if you know the French guy that got up there and knocked the bar off with his bar, so to speak.
He's in trouble, isn't he? Yeah, I saw that one. That's not good. Always like the pole vault, but I love the swimming. Swimming's always good. I think it's because Aussies are so dominant. That's why I enjoy that one. Been enjoying Jess Fox. That was pretty cool. And
yes.
so. Yeah, but all of it really. But swimming's always been my favourite. Just, I think I'm a bit biased because we always do well at it.
Yeah. Look, I'm no track and field expert, but I'm just suggesting on the recent events that have happened over there in Paris, Brian.
With the Frenchie.
He would not be very good at this game.
No, I've heard that. I ran in once and saw your brother. I saw James one afternoon because the great Billy Millard...
He'd clear a higher height than this bloke, let me tell you.
The great Billy Millard said, you've got to go in and check Jimmy out. So old B. Fletcher just ran as fast as he could down from upstairs at the stadium and sprinted in. Speaking of Billy,
as I said, Brian, dreams are free.
Speaking of Billy Millard, how's our horse going? How's the horse? Is it Iron Will?
Iron Will, he's probably about 5 weeks away from a trial. So he's been in the paddock for a while, but no, he looks like he's come back pretty good. So pretty excited about him. Hopefully, we love him. We paid $5,000 for him and won $200,000.
I know.
In town. So one of those stories. Dreams are free.
They are. Dreams aren't free. Do you come back at the end of the year? Do you come back to Oz?
I only come back if I've got something to come back for. Like I'm coming back for a wedding this year. I'll obviously catch up with family. I'm going to a charity day in Wagga. But no, I really enjoy New Zealand, and as much as I love Australia, once you get time off, you just want to be in your house, enjoy it.
Hey, Webby, if you do use that term, I do charge $500 a go, so dreams are free. You can use it, but just
I don't think that's yours.
Find someone before me.
Someone has said it.
Find someone before me, Brian.
And someone else got the Tide Riser too.
Yeah, that's mine as well. What about Halasima, this young rookie? What a find he's been for you guys.
Yeah, he's unbelievable. Only 18 years old. He played a full season reserve grade last year at 17. He's unbelievable. He doesn't look very big, He doesn't look that strong, but he's so talented. He can beat the guy in front of him. When we moved into centre late in that game against the Bulldogs, he went from front row to centre and nearly scored a 70-metre try, which would have iced the game for us. But no, he's a ripper, mate. He's a beauty.
Was it your Matthew Shield side that won, or Ball?
Yes, Harold Matts.
Harold Matts.
Oh, that was a great story.
Yeah. So, Webby, is there any kids? I know what's that?
Mate, there's the inspiration, Webby. There, I gave the example around the Cowboys 2017. Your own Harold Matthews side, they were gone. Okay. They were absolutely gone. Is that right, Webby? What I'm saying?
Is he telling the truth, Webby? Because sometimes he makes stuff up.
No, they were gone. The only way they could make it is if two teams had a draw. Otherwise, they were going in the last round, and the draw happened. They got through, and then went on a run, and honestly, we're far too good in the whole playoff series.
Yeah. So, is there any kids? Yeah, really. Is there any kids there that we can sort of get in early? Is there any you want to name? Any superstars that we'll be reading about in a couple of years?
I won't go the early crow, but mate, we've got plenty. Yeah. We've got plenty. Right, so I think everyone knows how talented New Zealand is, but no, we've got a really good crop coming through. It's actually the first time we had a Matsona in the whole history of the club. So we had all 5 grades this year. So our reserve grades top 4. So yeah, mate, we've got heaps of good kids coming through, but I won't single anyone out just yet.
Now, I know you want to focus on just the New Zealand Warriors,
Yeah.
but does New Zealand have the capacity, do you think, to have another side somewhere?
Oh, I think one day, yeah. I do, yeah. I just think we're just finally getting momentum, and maybe I'm biased, but we're just finally, getting on top. You see our crowds. We're actually the whole. The Warriors finally are the whole nation's team. You know what I mean? Everyone loves them. So we've had a pretty ordinary season, and we're still selling out. So
Yeah, that's right.
I just want to make sure that we get it right first and actually build on what we're doing, and then I think expansion. I think eventually will happen, but I just don't think so. Yeah, because I'll give you a little insight over here. It's the whole NRL product that's killing it. Like, it's going really well when they're absolutely destroying Super Rugby here at the moment. So everyone's obsessed with the whole of the NRL, just not the Warriors.
Have I got permission for one more saying? I know I've hammered it today.
Do it.
Okay, right. Okay, so this is what's going to happen, Brian.
Yeah.
Is they're going to get the job done.
Hang on, you set it up, and I'll try and guess which saying will fit.
Okay, yes, perfect. So
and Webby, you can jump in too.
They're going to get the job done. Shaun Johnson, daytime, ex-touch footballer. He's announced his retirement. Pressure off him. Yeah. He's going to cut through. They're going to win the game.
Okay.
He'll probably score a try. Next week, right? So they've had a win. So the temptation is to keep the same 17, Brian.
Yeah.
But you've just seen Metcalf go berserk again.
Some of the best gifts come badly wrapped.
No, some of the best gifts do come badly wrapped. But the best time to change the roof is when what's out?
Oh, when the sun's out.
When the sun's out.
Okay.
So the sun will be out. They've just had a big win and the temptation to keep the same 17. Okay. But he knows the next week when Wade Egan goes through, guess who's there on the side?
Yeah,
Luke Metcalf.
Terry Lamb, Metcalf.
Exactly. Good on you, Webby.
Thanks, Webby.
Thanks for joining us, mate.
Boys.
There he goes.
Best of luck, mate.
All the best.
What a champion. Andrew Webster, the coach of the Warriors. More to come after this. What have we got coming up, Brian? We've got Jamie Chapman.
And we've also got, we're going to announce the wacky team, and it's going to be an upset.
Just repeat too, so it is about animals. That's
Animals,
the way to do that. Sorry,
quick
tourists.
break.